Hey guys, welcome back to Orwell, Ignorance is Strength. My name is Zoak and I'll be your Orwell agent for the next half hour or so. Let's continue where we left off. We had a contradiction here in terms of who is responsible for bombing the school, whether it's the military or the FTP. We need to make a decision on that, but first I got a couple of articles that I didn't read last time, so let's quickly go over those. There's these hot links from the media of the nation is telling its citizens a completely different story in terms of the reception. Secretary of State Arthur Stevenson called reception camps of the nation a chance of hope for all refugees. More than 150 volunteers helped to prepare food, keep facilities clean, and assist refugees from Parges in Outer Bonton's reception camp. Bonton criticism has been voiced towards the government administration as the number of refugees fleeing civil war in Parges continues to rise across the nation's borders. The number of refugees has been dramatically increasing over the past few months, and lobbyists claim that the administration has been far too vague in regards to processes and plans for integration. As a result, the reception facilities are becoming overwhelmed. According to Secretary of State Arthur Stevenson, who gave a press conference regarding the matter on Monday morning, massive improvements have been made to the situation by building up several large refugee camps across the nation. He has called the new reception camp on the outskirts of Bonton a place where all refugees are treated with respect and offered a chance of hope. He particularly thanked the vast amount of volunteers who continue to do their best to make refugees feel safe and welcomed. It's nice, Mr. Arthur Stevenson. I don't remember seeing him on the party's roster. Yeah, he's definitely not there anymore. He's probably been dropped. I've seen that one, and there was one more. I think it's this one, A Journey. Especially since the most important national news outlet recently published articles suggesting Pargesian refugees to be likely terrorists. The Bonton Institute for Cultural Research hypothesizes on the likelihood of rising terror attacks due to the new wave of refugees coming from Parges. The refugees likely to be terrorists. We're letting the wrong people in the country, guys. Hunker down, build a wall. Recent reports published by the Bonton Institute of Cultural Research stated the likelihood well, it's the exact same thing I read up there. Likelihood of terrorist attacks has been statistically proven to increase by approximately 10% if the number of refugees from war-torn countries rises above 300,000 per year. Since the 2008 terror incident in the nation, which was executed by terrorists mainly of Pargesian origin, the issue of accepting refugees from Parges has become more and more controversial. The government of the nation has since increased regulations for crossing the Pargesian/national border and established several refugee camps throughout the nation in order to oversee and administrate refugee fluctuation with more visibility. Activists criticize this practice as inhumane, while government officials assure that the camps provide a perfectly safe space for refugees from Parges and other foreign countries. Right, so Raban Vhart, possibly a terrorist because he's a refugee. Everyone's getting paranoid. The National Beholder warning citizens, look out for these new folk coming in. Alright, now let's make a decision regarding that contradiction on who was responsible for the attack. People's Voice Raban Vhart is claiming it was not the FTP, that it was the military bombing the school. Now, we know that his Oleg Bakay's daughter, Radka, was at school at the time, so whichever side Oleg Bakay is on cannot be responsible for the bombing, because if he knew that his daughter would be there, he wouldn't have attempted the attack. He would have told his daughter not to go to school that day, you know. That ominous warning he would have given her. So we need to find out who Oleg Bakay was working for on December 2010. We can do that quite simply by following his files. Was he on the side of the military, or was he working with the FTP? Sorry, I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I spun the game up. So let's figure it out. We've got a couple of places to refer to. We've got the Pargesian army. You can find Oleg Bakay's file. In 2010, he was wounded in combat, officially absent from service. So he was assigned for protection of Prava from the ongoing threat. So he was working with the military here. So that's why. So if he was working with the military, that means the FTP is responsible. So Raban Vhart, again, lying through his teeth. It's not a good look, Raban. If you're trying to promote your cause, you should be transparent and honest. Authentic is the way to go. The explosion, which was initiated by the FTP, caused the school's principal, Raban Vhart, to be buried under concrete and rubble for at least 24 hours. I'm going with this sort of conflicting information. I've already justified myself in that Orwell Bakay was working for the army at the time. He would not have bombed the school while his daughter was there. Wrong profile. Ruined the dramatic moment. Here we go. Let there be life. The FTP is a ruthless bunch, that's for sure. They are indeed. Alright, it's 4:40, it's almost quitting time. Nothing's advanced. I do have a couple of data chunks still left in these entries. I don't know which ones are more important than the others. I suppose we should grab the fact that he's being threatened by people. Mr. Ski Mask guy over here, Moon Hell. I suppose it's worth knowing his life's in danger if he's getting death threats. Hope you don't expect me to feel pity for Vhart. I don't. It's just information that we need to take into account. Someone might assassinate him. The nation burns again. What's he got? He blames their assault on Freedom Plaza on the government. Raban Vhart seems like a real charmer after all that the office has learned about him, which is not overly surprising after that phone call, I guess. He won't stop exploiting assaults and misfortune of the nation for his own ends. This moment isn't any different. I can't help but wonder what that donation network of his would say if someone tipped them towards this statement. Oops. We also need to find out if Orwell Bakay is a triple agent and betraying the nation. I don't know. I don't quite know how we're going to find that out. We don't really need his date of birth, do we? I'm scared because if we just start checking random information here, we might miss something good. He taught English and philosophy. Why not? Okay, well, fine. Put that in there. No related documents. What do you plan on doing against the FTP? This is all old information, that's why I'm hesitant to throw that in. He sympathizes with the FTP, which is probably why he blamed the military. Terrorists fits the picture, but he sympathizes with them despite they are responsible for the attack on his school. Yeah, well, he didn't know that, or he doesn't believe it. I suppose let's just put in that Orwell Bakay is Pargesian. I can always question where his loyalties will lie. It's 5:30 PM, working overtime here. Faculty. I have another profile picture, not really relevant at this case. Consider cooperation with the army. Wait, army protection for a school? Seriously? Things must have been bad. Or someone must have been really worried. Yeah, well, we're arming teachers now, Ampleford, so, you know, it's not that far out of the question. I suppose it is still 2017 in the game, especially regarding this shelter. Yep. It is a fortress rather than a school, it seems. Nation burns again. He has not actively calmed the situation in the nation, so I can't honestly, in good faith, throw that on there. Orwell Bakay. I suppose we should put he's the veteran of the Pargesian Civil War. Bloody mess, that Civil War. Parges has suffered a great deal of it. So did the nation. Anything else in here? Believes the army of the nation invaded and ravaged Parges. Invasion? Our efforts in Parges were justified operations to restore and keep the peace, and we succeeded, if I might add that. Oh, we got some mail. That's what I was waiting for. Subject, our support of your blog. From Angels of the Nation. Oh, we have removed his funding from Angels of the Nation to Raban Vhart. Subject, our support of your blog. Dear Mr. Vhart, We regret having to inform you that we have temporarily suspended and recurring financial support to your endeavor. Our team has become aware of you using our donations to support a cause or causes directly or indirectly violating our terms of use. As you know, Angels of the Nation is an independent non-profit organization with the intent to support beneficial causes and or directed at Parges. We strictly enforce a zero-tolerance policy on endorsement or incitement of aggressive acts or violent behavior of any kind, which we have been made aware of. Your blog has engaged in recently. The payments will remain suspended while we further investigate the allegations. Afterwards, we will decide on whether to continue our payments or to permanently terminate our support. If you would like to object to the suspension or assist in resolving the allegations against you, please contact us via mail or telephone at the next possible occasion. Best regards, Damien Ferguson, representative Angels of the Nation. He's not going to be happy about that, I promise you. What else do we have on the desktop here? Oh, we got pictures. That's going to be Karen. So that's Prava Secondary School. New portrait, he was a rugby coach. We have some camera footage. What's that? Is this him in the bunker, comfortably sitting, relaxing, having a good time in the library? Bakay's medal. Has been talking to President Cassart directly. Hang on. Bakay deal. Cooperated with Oleg Bakay at a school. New portrait. Summer 2013 with his brother and presumably Karen. Okay. He's worked with Oleg Bakay before. That's important. They had some kind of deal going on at Vhart's school. This strongly backs the theory of Bakay being involved in the attack on the school. Yeah, well, that's probably what happened here. He had to deal with Raban Vhart, FTP bombed the school. I don't quite know. And then he probably felt betrayed by Oleg Bakay, and that's why he's mad at him. Bakay's been talking to President Cassart recently. That's important. That might prove his disloyalty towards us. What? He talked to Cassart directly and didn't inform us? Damn it. I'll have to assume this shows disloyalty towards us, otherwise he would have reported that in. Uh-oh. That's scary. May not have meant to do that. Still don't know what this camera means. Actually, no, this is taken today. Is it? It's got 1976 here. No, that's just the cam ID. 2017, April 13, 2017. Is that Oleg Bakay hiding out in his little hidden location there, I guess? Perhaps? What else do we have? To my appreciation. Oh, what? Did I not upload this? I thought I did. Never mind. The number for Bakay's protected office phone is out there? This cannot be happening! This is how Raban Vhart reached him, and who knows how many other people have his info now. This is a complete disaster. You've gathered all we need. I'll get an intervention team ready from a local base near Prava to go and look for Bakay. They're on their way. Now let me try and make sense of everything we've gathered. I need to decide how we should approach this. Raban Vhart was a school principal back in Prava, Parges. He was also the teacher of Oleg Bakay's daughter, who went to fight in the Partition Army. The school was attacked by FTP rebels. Vhart managed to save the students by leading them to the shelter he built, but lost his ability to walk. From the info we've collected, it's unlikely Bakay had anything to do with the attack. Vhart blames him regardless, probably because he found out Bakay is a national agent through a leak. We have no indication that Oleg Bakay was disloyal to us, so we have to assume he's innocent in this leak. Now Bakay is hiding out somewhere in Prava for whatever reason. This is it. This is the theory about the situation we're facing. We'll make sure to deal with it accordingly. The intervention team is in place. I'm switching over to command, and I'll let you listen in via the listener tool. Yes, please, let me in. Here we go. Oh my god. What are we gonna find?
Echo 1 reporting. Come in, Command.
Command is reading you.
We have arrived at the designated location.
What is it like?
Sorry, Command. I don't quite follow.
The location? Tell me what you see.
Looks like ruins of a school that has been hit by a large explosive. Possibly an airstrike. Maybe artillery fire.
Can you traverse the ruins?
Affirmative. But the damage is catastrophic. Are you sure the target is around?
Absolutely. Move in and keep me posted at all times. Describe to me everything you see.
Understood. Echo Squad, move in. Entering primary hallway now. The hallway has been severely damaged. You can see the sky right through multiple stories. Some parts are completely caved in. Proceed with caution, Echo Squad. The damage definitely originated some time ago. There's vegetation spreading all over the place. There are some adjacent rooms that seem rather intact. Echo 2, Echo 4, clear them. Rooms are clear. Lots of bags lying around. There were still some geometrical drawings on the chalkboard. The place was clearly left in a hurry. Moving into the next corridor.
This is intense.
There's... Oh, shit!
What is it?
Part of the ceiling gave way. Nearly hit one of our operatives. Status, Echo Squad. Dust off.
Ugh. Can you proceed?
Affirmative.
Do it.
She doesn't waste any time.
Roger. Moving on now.
Status?
All clear. No traces of the target. Some doors are blocked by debris, but there's zero chance they have been opened recently.
Listen, I need you to find the target person. He is around.
There's a basement stairwell that we haven't checked yet. Moving there now.
The bomb
Watch your
shelter.
corners,
Come on,
Echo
guys.
Squad. Not much left here either. The projectile went right through half the building like a hot knife through butter. Hate to say it, but we may be out of luck. Wait, found something. There's a hatch leading further down. Looks used recently.
Finally, proceed.
Affirmative. This is the school's library, still intact. Someone put a lot of effort into turning this into some sort of autonomous bomb shelter. And they succeeded. Even the power is still on. From what I can tell, this thing even has working surveillance cams on the walls.
Huh. Peculiar. Maybe Bakay is able to use them. Proceed with caution.
Definitely wouldn't want to. Movement! Get down! Get down! Echo Squad, contain the target!
Is he
It's the
firing
target.
back?
It has to be.
Oleg Bakay, we know you're here. There is no way out of this shelter. Throw your weapons into the middle of the room and come out from your position with your hands on your head. Visual on target. Identity confirmed. It is Oleg Bakay. Your order.
Bakay did not betray our secrets. He is too valuable and must be retrieved alive. Is that understood?
Roger. Get down and put your palms flat on the ground in front of you.
I couldn't find anything.
I said get down! Oleg Bakay, surrender and lie down. Now!
Do it, dude.
Report in.
Target cooperative. We got him. Oleg Bakay is in custody.
Very well. Mission accomplished. Make sure the area is secure, then disengage.
Understood. Echo Squad, move out.
Ooh, I got nervous there for a second. Target in custody. Today was a good day. It's always good when we can get them in custody, we can find out what they know. That went surprisingly well. One could even say, by the book. I'm glad we're in possession of our Agent Bakay once again. Seems it was a wise decision to pick you for this job. For now, we wait and... What the... This bastard, the people's voice. Raban Vhart is streaming right now, you need to see this. What's he doing? What's the son of a bitch doing now? No, wrong website. Go, 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 go. Announcement. The government of the nation is lying to you. I knew it. He was watching the cameras. I hereby preset to you. Actual proof of this. He typed this in a hurry. Or he's streaming in a hurry. Play podcast. The government of the nation is lying to you.
My dear followers, yes, this is exactly what you think it is. I found Oleg Bakay. What you see before you is an image obtained from a surveillance camera feed from the ruins of my old school, showing him among soldiers of the nation. These highly trained professionals arrested him, a soldier in service of the Pargesian army, while he was hiding away from them. The true nature of the national government is laid bare before you. Through their propaganda machine called the National Beholder, they dared to make their false allegations against me and the people's voice as a whole. They claimed I'd be responsible for Bakay's disappearance, when it was them all along. But when President Kassat and Prime Minister Blaine are such close friends, why would they arrest a fellow soldier, you might ask? Oleg Bakay was the person responsible for the attack on Prava Secondary, the school I have been principal of a long time ago. And they knew it. They knew the moment he disappeared, the blame was on me, to shut me up once and for all. But the people's voice cannot be silenced. So what is there to do for you, my dear followers, against the oppressive force of the national government and the Kassat regime? Do not listen to their corrupt and manipulative media outlets. Do not fail to remind Kassat what has transpired here today. Do not let them sweep this under the carpet, to pass the buck, to influence you with such outrageously false information, to make people vanish, to manipulate your thoughts. Or you may be next. Stand up for your rights and resist Kassat. Resist Blaine. Let's retake our country from President Puppet.
Whew. Alright, well that's lucky we didn't actually kill him. How the hell did that happen? Where'd you get those Oh, no. No, those surveillance cameras. God damn. This will have severe repercussions, I fear. We'll have some more containment to do. Even though we're facing a lot of trouble, you've done well. For now, you may complete your work for today. Alright, we're done. 6:40 PM. Not so bad. Okay, so what have we learned today? Oleg Bakay. I think it's because of our contradictions that we sifted through. I think we chose the right ones, I believe. He was not responsible for the bombardment. I think if we said that he was, he may have been killed. So that's probably a good thing we avoided that. Of course, Raban Vhart, on top of everything as always, managed to stop, or, you know, pass the blame back to the nation. And that's going to have a bit of a far reach in terms of what's going to happen. I've also realized I've been saying Parges wrong. It's probably Parges, because he said the Pargesian army. So I'll have to adjust that next time. What else have we learned? We haven't learned the identity of David Johns. That's probably not going to happen for quite a while, I'm going to guess. Is there anything else I can grab before I can leave? I suppose it'd be nice to just throw in some extra information here. Maybe his date of birth now. Will it matter? We are off the clock. I don't think anything else is going to happen today. So let's just grab the rest of the not so critical information, like their birth dates. Okay, Orwell's got a bit of a bug, I guess. We've put 1979, it says 1975. That's alright. I know the truth. Portraits, maybe? Nah, I think that's his most up-to-date one. That's a good one to use. That's an old one. Nation breeds again. Yeah, I think we got everything. Alright, that's it. It's clocking out time. Are you sure you want to finish your work for today? All unprocessed data chunks will expire. Hang on. Sorry, just a bit nervous. Got the rugby team, got the philosophy class. These are just portraits. Office Central, I fear my cover may have been blown. I suspect. I suppose we should do that as well. That's more further proof that he's all good. Alright. Jeez, I should get paid overtime for this. Alright, now we're done. Yes, log out. Based on the data submitted, we've learned the following. Ooh, I like this. So, I had a bare bones summary, but here's the actual real one. Global, the missing agent. Our agent Oleg Bakay has gone missing. The online newspaper, the National Beholder, has received a recording of a telephone call between him and Raban Vhart right before his vanishing. The office decided to intervene and look for Oleg Bakay with the aid of Orwell. Intervention. After having located Oleg Bakay, we sent an intervention team to retrieve him. He was located in the ruins of the Prava Secondary School. A trap. Raban Vhart released a photo of our intervention team's actions through the surveillance cameras on the People's Voice and blamed the nation on arresting a Pargesian officer, even though I found that photo and I knew he sort of had access to it. Took me a while, but I did figure it out. Raban Vhart, he was the last person Oleg Bakay spoke to before vanishing. He is the editor-in-chief of a news site called The People's Voice. He's responsible for current protests against the Pargesian president, Demjan Kasart. So he is the president. He's the general. He was the general of the military, and now he's the president. In their capital, Triflith, sorry. He seemed content with Oleg Bakay's disappearance. He immigrated to the nation some time ago, together with Illya Vhart, his brother. He blames Oleg Bakay for the attack on the school he was principal of, which is why he hated him and he was content with his disappearance. By hurrying them to the school's shelter, he saved his students from an attack. Through a viral article telling his story, he became revered by many followers, which is why he gained so much influence. His school got attacked by the FTP, leaving him unable to walk. We froze his income, the donations, which is good. That'll limit his ability to go against the nation. But is Raban Vhart really a bad person? Sure, he was misled, or he has an agenda against Oleg Bakay, but, you know, not everyone likes everybody, okay? But the fact that, you know, is our government so innocent as well? I suppose that's going to become a little bit more clearer in the coming days. Oleg Bakay, he's an officer in the Pargesian army. At the same time, he's also an agent to the Office of the Nation. He's a double agent. We tracked him down to a hideout in Prava, his hometown in Parges. His role as an agent was publicly leaked before his vanishing. According to our research, we concluded that he cannot have been involved in the attack on Raban Vhart's school. He was taken into custody and retrieved from his hideout by the intervention team. That's it. Next day, episode 2, Antithesis, will be available on March 8, 2018. My name is Sowak. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you need anything from me between now and episode 2, please feel free to drop a comment on down below. If you enjoyed my playthrough of Orwell, I know there's going to be a couple of them up, and they're probably going to be different to mine. Please drop a like on the video below, and if you want to see more of Antithesis when it comes out, which is pretty much the opposite of Chapter 1, which was called Thesis, please feel free to subscribe and check out my other content as well. Otherwise, I gotta get out of here. See you later, take care, goodbye.